There's a program in Des Plaines that many people don't know about, but it helps make everyone safer. It's the Crime-Free Housing Program. Regulations and classes require that tenants and owners of rental properties commit to a safe environment that deters crime. City leadership has also taken steps to make it a permanent part of our culture and our government. Stay with us. This is Des Plaines at your service. The Crime-Free Housing Program in Des Plaines follows a model program originally developed in Mesa, Arizona. It first came to Illinois in 2002, with Des Plaines being one of the earliest adopters. Initially, the program in Des Plaines was a voluntary program, consisting of 3 phases ranging from group classes to individual meetings with landlords.
The Crime-Free Multi-Housing Program within the City of Des Plaines has had a great effect on the community. In 2009, we made it a mandatory part that you must complete Phase 1 of the 3-part program.
Today, all rental property owners must take the crime-free housing class before obtaining their business license. This requirement protects tenants, landlords, and the community.
Phase 1 entails teaching the landlords how to screen tenants, get better tenants, try to keep crime out of their properties by doing really good background checks. And we teach them a little background on crime and gangs. It's just a side note for their information.
The requirements and impacts of this program are simple yet powerful. First, property owners must take the crime-free housing class. Offered once a month, the class helps landlords be aware of what they can look for in their properties as warning signs of crime. Renters, on the other hand, are required to follow the crime-free housing addendum as a part of their lease. This addendum prohibits criminal activity on the part of the tenant and gives landlords leverage to evict violators.
The lease addendum is a contract between you and your tenant, where the tenant promises they will not commit crimes while they're on their property. Therefore, if they break that agreement, it's much easier to evict them.
The most important effect of the crime-free housing program is promoting a safer community. Each residential property that discourages crime means a safer day-to-day life. The crime-free housing class also makes for more engaged property owners. When they're held more accountable for their property, given useful factors to look out for, and they establish a personal relationship with the police department, they're more likely to take a vested interest in what goes on in their building and community. There are also financial benefits to the crime-free housing program. Deterring criminal activity means more quality tenants. Responsible tenants are more likely to take good care of rental units and pay rent more reliably. Property values are maintained, landlords' business interests are protected, and the overall quality of the neighborhood is enhanced. The crime-free housing program has been effective in Des Plaines. Specific apartment complexes have seen marked decreases in criminal activity, and all tenants can feel safer and more confident as a result. Remember, it's not just apartment buildings that this program applies to. Any rental property is covered, whether an apartment, condominium, or single-family house. When you consider the number of apartments in Des Plaines combined with the number of houses and condos, the sweeping importance of the program becomes clear.
In my time here as an officer, we've had apartment complexes in town where they had illegal activity involving gang activity, narcotics. Through the use of the Crime-Free Lease Addendum, we were able to remove undesirable tenants, increasing the safety of the rental property, increasing the safety of Des Plaines overall.
The crime-free housing program increases quality of life by ensuring proper training of landlords and enforcing compliance by tenants. Property values are enhanced, and safety of the overall community is increased. This is one more reason why the city is a great place to live. Remember, if you own a rental property in Des Plaines, you must take the crime-free housing class. Thanks for working together to keep our community safe, and thanks for watching Des Plaines at your service.